A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 4, verses 43 to 54. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. After the 2 days, he left for Galilee. Now Jesus knew well from experience that a prophet is not respected in the place where he grew up. So, when he arrived in Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, but only because they were impressed with what he had done in Jerusalem during the Passover feast, not that they really had a clue about who he was or what he was up to. Now he was back in Cana of Galilee, the place where he made the water into wine. Meanwhile, in Capernaum, there was a certain official from the king's court whose son was sick. When he heard that Jesus had come from Judea to Galilee, he went and asked that he come down and heal his son, who was on the brink of death. Jesus put him off. Unless you people are dazzled by a miracle, you refuse to believe. But the court official wouldn't be put off. Come down, it's life or death for my son. Jesus simply replied, Go home, your son lives. The man believed the bare word Jesus spoke and headed home. On his way back, his servants intercepted him and announced, Your son lives. He asked them what time he began to get better. They said, The fever broke yesterday afternoon at 1 o'clock. The father knew that this was the very moment Jesus had said, Your son lives. That settled it. Not only he, but his entire household believed. This was now the second sign Jesus gave after having come from Judea into Galilee. The Gospel of the Lord.
Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. John, chapter 4, verses 43 to 54. Hope, faith, and love. Do you approach the Lord Jesus with expectant faith for healing, pardon, and transformation? When a high-ranking official hears the reports of Jesus' preaching and miracles, he approaches Jesus for an extraordinary favor. If this story happened today, the media headlines would probably say, High-ranking official leaves capital in search of a miracle cure from a small-town carpenter. Although the court official traveled a long distance to find Jesus, Jesus seemed to put him off with a blunt statement that people would not believe unless they saw some miracles or sign from heaven. It must have been difficult and disheartening for the official. The official comes to Jesus, placing his hope in Jesus' power to heal his son. He wants Jesus to go with him before his son dies. But all that he received was an assurance, a word from Jesus. Go, your son will live. It was another act of faith from the court official to have faith in Jesus' word without doubt or hesitation. He came with hope and now returns with faith. Is there any area in our life where you need healing, pardon, change, and restoration? If we seek the Lord with trust and expectant faith, He will not disappoint us. Let us surrender our doubts and fears, our pride and guilt at His feet, and trust in His saving word and healing love. Lord Jesus, give me the courage to surrender my stubborn pride, fears, and doubts to your love and mercy. Make me strong in faith, persevering in hope, and constant in love.